everybody, I'm Quinn from CNR Tales, and this is my puppy Izzy. Say hi. She said hi. And today we're going to be reading SKIPPPYJON Jones with SKIPPPYJON Jones. Okay. This is by Judy Schnackner. Every morning, SKIPPPYJON Jones wakes up with the birds. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Bridges," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat would ever sleep with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Doohickeys' bird bath." There he is with the birds, and there's Mama June. And the lecture went on and on. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother about just what it means to be a cat, not a bird or a mouse or a grouse or a moose or a goose or a rat or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat and stay out of your closet, she added while closing the bedroom door. And there's Mama June, and there's the cat, and there is the closet. What's in it? I don't know. Do you know? Do you know what's in it? But once he was alone, SKIPPPYJON Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm SKIPPPYJON Jones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic bounce, SKIPPPYJON shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed SKIPPPYJON Jones. "What was that?" So there he is bouncing. Oh no. So up he went again, and it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head, and my head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." And back on land, SKIPPPYJON Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and began to climb onto his mouse, SKIPPPYJON Jones began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Skippito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like Jello, and I get the job done. Yes, indeedo." I'm sorry, I can't speak. And there he is, Skippito the bandito. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee and Jezebel and Jilly Boo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can SKIPPPYJON come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, SKIPPPYJON Jones wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. There's all the sisters, and that's him. What is he doing? He's racing around his room like crazy. SKIPPPYJON Jones failed. He failed. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay caramba, who's there?" asked SKIPPPYJON Jones. "We go by the name of Las Chimichangas," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I'm El Skipito, the great sword fighter," said SKIPPPYJON Jones. "That's right, SKIPPPYJON." Then the smallest of the small spoke up. "Why the mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Skipito. "So you like rice and beans?" asked Pampito Lito. "See, I love mice and beans." "Ew, mice, ew," said Skipito. He might be one of our he might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." What's the secret password? What do you think? What do you think it is? Leaning towards Don Diego, El Skipito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Doopy-doo! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Skipito. Then it's true, decreed Don Diego. Yip, yippito! It's the end of El Frito Bezito. Skipito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios, the bad Bombito. Then all the chimichangas went crazy loco. They went crazy. First they had a fiesta, which is a party. And then they took a siesta, which is a nap. See, look, they're partying. They be crazy. And this is them being sleepy. But after waking up, the chimichangas got down to serious bee's knees. Using his paws, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bumblebito for Skipito to see. A hush grew over the chimichangas so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bazito, whispered the crowd. El Blumbito, Bumblebito, Bandito. There he is. See, said Poquito Tito, the bandit steals our frijoles, not your beans, cried Skipito, outraged. See, Poquito continued. Red beans, black beans, spots, and baked beans, and blue. Cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly, too. The bumblebee steals their jelly beans. That's bad. And now he comes for us, Poquito added. ¿Por qué? Asked Skipito. Because we are filled with beans too. Oh no. Then Don Diego stood tall in his most somber voice and declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? Asked Skipito. The dude just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito. And you are the dog for the job. Me? Asked Skipito. Then all of the chimichangas turned towards Skipito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skipito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangas scattered in all directions. Vámonos, Skipito, or the bandito will eat, they cried. Skipito stood on his ground, but his legs shimmy and shook like jello, and his teeth chattered like castanets. In a muy soft voice, he said, My name is Skipito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skipito until the bean-eating bandit hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! Cried Skipito as he thrusted the sword into the air. Suddenly, pop! The bandito landed on Skipito's sword, and quicker than anyone could say Chihuahua's cheese and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the Bumblebito Bandito. Pop! Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippito. Our hero is El Skipito. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make burritos. Woo! Yes. But at home, there was such a ruckus coming from SKIPPPYJON Jones' room that Mama and Junebug Jones and the girls had to find out what was going on. They raced down to Kitty Boy's room and Bangito, Crashito, Papito, Skipito! Just in time to see SKIPPPYJON Jones' closet exploding. Then Candy flew out, beanbag doggies, then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and Kitty Boy and his birthday piñata on his head. SKIPPPYJON Jones, everyone cried. Holy muchachas, he said, in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up SKIPPPYJON and covered his head with a furry purry kiss. What am I gonna do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. And that night, when he was supposed to be sleeping, SKIPPPYJON Jones began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, said Skippy John Jones has a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say goodnight, Skippy John Jones called his mama. Buenas noches, mis amigos, said Skippy John. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed this book, and Autumn will be our next storyteller to post a video. Adios, amigos!